No matter how many hit pieces Dumb Alba and Preach make, or these other reaction YouTuber niggas, everything we say is facts. Modern women are cooked. They're cooked. This is why I tell you guys, you have to become a complete man in 2025 into 2026. There's no way around it, bro. You can't just be a nice guy. You can't just be a funny guy. You can't just be a rich guy. You can't just be a good-looking guy. You gotta have it all. If you want a dating life where you have options and you're not subjugating yourself to some whale, you gotta be a complete package. You cannot be average. If you're average, I'm telling you, you're done. You're finito. Cooked. Get out of here. Look at this shit, bro. This shit is crazy. These guys are playing a game together. I'm sure you guys seen this clip.
Having a good conversation. No response.
She matched with you?
Double question mark.
Wait.
It's become a game, right?
Next one. What? Decent.
I'm half Korean, half white. Please tell me you also speak Korean. Nope. Dang. Let's learn a phrase on our first date. I don't think that's necessary. You can, though. Text me on blah, blah, and he gives his Instagram. No response, right? Some people are saying, oh, you know, his game sucks. Bro, you don't need to have game with these like that, bro. It's just that these girls get on these dating apps. Well, we'll talk about that here in a second.
Conversation.
What?
Doesn't text me. Doesn't
Send
call
her
me.
the number.
Michaela. Just nothing. It's like girls just,
They're not
they
responding.
never ever respond. It's just broken.
Wait, the average percent to close on Hinge to get the phone number from Hinge, do you guys know that statistic right now?
What is it?
0.2%.
0.2%? What am I doing with my time?
No one's closing at Hinge these days.
Yeah, but you
No
get a
one's
ton
doing
of matches.
it. What am I doing with my time every
gotta go
day?
outside.
Why do you even have a profile if you're not going to respond? Look at this shirt. Look, this is a nice shirt, okay?
Wow, we're
You
so
are-
rude compared to
Right.
you.
You're not gonna find he's 6'5". He's a multi-millionaire.
It's like,
He's
come
the
on.
best looking man
Come on.
around.
Come on!
Come on.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If I was a woman, I'd date you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. Whoa.
Look, I hate being right all the time, but I've been telling you guys that the dating market is cooked since what, 2020? Right? Every time I think to myself, all right, man, I'm done talking about, I'm going to move on to something better, right? I'm going to move on to bigger and better things. I have to come back to this shit because, quite frankly, no one is safe, bro. No one is safe. No one is safe from the bullshit. I've been telling you guys this since 2020. We started this podcast, what? October 26, 2020. I've been telling you guys about this. Hypergamy, how women move. It is what it is. No matter how many hit pieces Dumb Alba and Preach make, or these other reaction YouTuber niggas, everything we say is facts. Modern women are cooked. They're cooked. And you know what's funny? What do my biggest haters always say? Oh, Myron, you're on a sugar daddy website. Yeah, dumb. I've been talking about it since 2020 because I've been telling you guys how to get around the Hinge and the Bumble and the Tinder trap. You get around it because girls will assume you have higher perceived status if they see you on a sugar site, okay? That is why you use sugar dating, because sugar dating circumvents this bullshit right here, okay? Because unfortunately, the way women are, women care about how they meet you, okay? So if they meet you on Hinge, they think you're a regular nigga. If they see you on a sugar site, they know you have status or money, okay? So the same guy can have a profile on Tinder, have a profile on Hinge, have a profile on Bumble. If he matches with a girl on Seeking or Sugar Daddy Me or whatever, he's gonna have a higher chance of getting her on the date. That's what you need to do. The goal is to get her on a date. From there, you'll close if you're not hard. But the hardest part is getting them to show up on a date. That is the biggest sticking point for most guys because the flake rate is ridiculous. And nobody's safe from it, by the way. I've told y'all this before, I'll say it again. The biggest problem that men deal with when it comes to dating is the flake epidemic. And nobody's safe from it. Nobody. No matter how much money, how much status, how much clout, you're gonna deal with bullshit from women no matter what. So when my haters say the dumb shit that they say, you're on a sugar site. That's why, nigga, because everyone gets curved on regular dating sites. Once again, I'm vindicated. And they run around and act like it's a flex. Oh, Myron's on Seeking. Look at his profile, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, dumb, because that's how you have the highest response rates. I've been talking about this shit since 2020. Since 2020. Me and Fresh have talked about this. Niggas think they got like some, oh, we got ya. No, idiots. We've been honest about this shit from the rip. You think Abba's gonna teach you guys how to get a dude? Guess literally. My foot is on that nigga's neck all 2026. His dumb partner greases himself up and dances in front of niggas. Weirdo. Those are our haters, by the way. Akash, girlfriend getting by frat guys. Andrew Schultz, snake. Just found out some dirt on him today. Don't know if I should reveal it yet, but it's really embarrassing. Confirms that he's a snake. But the point is this, guys. This is why I tell you guys, you have to become a complete man in 2025 into 2026. There's no way around it, bro. There's no way around it. You can't just be a nice guy. You can't just be a funny guy. You can't just be a rich guy. You can't just be a good-looking guy. You have to have it all nowadays, bro. You got to have it all. If you want a dating life that's like actually where you have options and you're not subjugating yourself to some whale, you got to be a complete package. There's no way around it, dude. There's none. And as the years continue, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. As social media becomes more and more prominent and it becomes the mode of communication, it's only going to get worse for you. It was bad in 2020 when I told you how to get on fucking sugar sites. It's only going to be worse now. You cannot be average. You can't be average. If you're average, I'm telling you, you're done. You're finito. Cooked. Get out of here.
Welcome, punch.
You remember the old cartoons? When the dude's on the stage, that's and they took the umbrella and they grabbed that nigga with the hook and the cane and just drag him off stage? That's what it's going to be for you, bro. You got to turn to Goku. It's looks max, money max, status max, or you're done. Now, let's be very honest. Some of y'all are not going to want to do the work, and that's fine. And I'll keep it real with you. There's going to be a lot of losers that are going to make fun of you, tell you, oh, why are you going to the gym? Why are you trying to make money? They're going to try to shame you. Niggas that look like Abba and Priest, to be honest with you. Fat, stomach hanging all out, dangling, not in shape. Not one vein in their bicep, no vascularity. Niggas bleed gravy, and it ain't even Thanksgiving. Niggas like that are going to talk shit about you. Oh, why are you trying to self-improve? You watch these red pill guys? You're becoming toxic. You're becoming misogynistic. All the nigga language they always use. You got to say, shut the up and keep improving. Because I'm telling you guys, if you want a certain dating life, if you want a woman that's going to respect you, because it's not enough to get a woman. There's some big brother advice for you guys. It's not enough to just get a woman now. Okay? Because if you do get a woman, guess what? She's going to be fat, loud, crass, annoying, probably listens to Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion, or stank, smokes weed, drinks alcohol. You don't just want any chick, because that girl's going to come into your life and ruin your shit. You're going to need a girl that's not a 304, that's submissive, that follows your lead, that adores you. So even if you do the work, you're still going to have to work to get a girl that's not a. So why am I telling you guys this? You know what? Before I tell you guys this, let's watch this other video I got here for you guys. Because this is a state of emergency. Well, I've known about this emergency, but a lot of you niggas are sleepwalking. So let's go ahead and talk about this, because people try to sit there and say, oh, the red pill's fake. It's all a bunch of lies. They're trying to make you, like, they're trying to be divisive, whatever. Niggas are trying to keep you sleepwalking through life. I don't got a course to sell you guys. I don't have anything to sell y'all. I'm just telling you guys the truth. The more simps, the better for me, because then I can just go ahead and clean up on it. But I'm tired of seeing dudes putting guns to their head and ending it over some 304. And 9 out of 10 times, when guys end it over some chick, it's not because their life sucks that much. It's because they don't know better. Okay? Man has been created to discover things. Okay? That's what we're designed to do. Innovate, discover, conquer. This is why men are the adventurers. Men are the ones that are the explorers, etc. If you can't figure something out, it drives you mad. All of human innovation was created by curious men. Okay? Women is one of the few things that few men have figured out. Okay? Don't worry, I'm here. Okay? I'm Columbus on these. I will show you guys a new world. And I'm telling you guys that the new world that we're going into is not a good one. Okay? Your dad, your uncle, hell, even your older brother. Them niggas know the old world. Okay? When women used to be in the kitchen and shit. They're not there no more. Okay? I wish we could turn this shit into Back to the Future, aka Back to the Kitchen, but that's not happening. I'm here to tell you guys about the new world, how it is now. These dumb niggas on YouTube that try to tell you, oh, these red pill guys are lying. Women aren't all like that. Niggas like Alvin Priest trying to keep you guys blue pilled. I'm telling y'all what the it really is. People don't like the truth, but that's what it is. Let's go ahead and watch this video real quick that I want to show you guys. Wake you niggas up as to what you're dealing with now.
Are in trouble, but whose fault is it? A new study of British men and women between 18 and 45 has revealed that men are at a crisis point. Nearly half of men are considering giving up on love entirely, with 44% saying they were unwilling to undertake the compromise or self-improvement relationships require. In the UK and United States, singlehood is rising in every age bracket. This research suggests what's behind that. A quarter of men, bleakly, said they believe no one would fall in love with them. 2/3 of men believe no one cares if men are okay these days. No surprise that 15% of young men have interacted with an AI girlfriend. Men spent more time online than women and found it more satisfying.
Hey, man, hey, we all know that's true.
Meanwhile, almost a quarter of young men said they actively sought out violent pornography showing strangulation or similar. The question is, why? Dating apps, porn, and growing social isolation amongst young men have weakened their relationship skills. But there is hope. When asked to rank 18 traits that meant being a man, the results were pretty wholesome. Being a friend came out on top, then helping those who need it. Meanwhile, the traditional hallmarks of toxic masculinity, like managing conflict with violence and having many sexual partners,
Bruh.
they ranked bottom. And when
Notice how when men have sex with a lot of women, it's toxic masculinity, but when women have sex with a lot of partners, it's like them being free.
asked whether being a parent is the most important job in the world, 80% of men agreed, more than women. So while some of these stats may be concerning, it is clear men still aspire to being connected, caring humans. Men.
So, I mean, look, we already know this shit, right? But now, even the normies are starting to figure out that men don't want to women no more. I think men are waking up and realizing that women's standards are too goddamn high, and they have two choices. It's either do the work, make the money, go to the gym, become a Chad, or eat pizza, work your job, chill, watch porn, and pay for it. And I think most guys are going with the latter if we're going to be honest, okay?
Fatality.
Right? Because realistically speaking, and I've said this before, you guys know I am not a fan of paying for box. I've never done it and I never will do it. However, I understand that a lot of guys are going to want to do it. And I get it because when it comes to the quality of women that we have nowadays and the time and effort it takes to attract one of them, meanwhile, you're not really getting much back in return. I understand why so many guys are annoyed by modern day women and how it's really not a good deal for them from a time investment perspective. So I get why more and more guys are opting to pay for box. The only problem with paying for box is you're not going to learn the skill set to attract the girls so that you can eventually find a real partner down the road. Because paying for box is like, I'm really showing my age, but let's go back in time. Paying for box is like using Game Shark, right? If you use Game Shark, I'm really showing my age right now. If you use Game Shark and you go ahead and you like use the cheat codes and everything like Duke Nukem, for example, right? You become God mode. You use the God mode and you can't get killed. Well, guess what? When you play the game normally, without the cheat codes, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? You're going to suck. You're not going to be good at the game. You're going to die all the time. You're not going to know how to properly conserve your weapons. Like, you're just going to be trash. You're not going to know how to use cover. So what's up happening when you use Game Shark is your skill set becomes blunted. If you're always paying for 304s, you won't know how to actually be attractive and how to be charming, how to be charismatic, hold a conversation. You won't learn any of that shit. So I get it from a, I guess, ease perspective and a time perspective. It works, but it makes it very hard for you to get a real girl. Now, how do I know this? A lot of guys here in Miami, they all pay for box. All the rich niggas I know pay for box. Okay? All of them. But here's the problem. They pay for box and they got a girl, but their girl doesn't really with them like that. Does that make sense? they were never able to really build up real attraction with their woman. And when you don't learn that skill set, what ends up happening is you become reliant upon being a trick. And that's a very dangerous place to be, because when you become reliant on being a trick, what ends up happening is all your other skill sets start to get blunted. You don't go to the gym as much. You start getting a little bit lazier. You might not work as many hours. You might not go ahead and keep your self-care. You might not whiten your teeth. You might not, wash your face and shit. Might not cut your hair because you're going to get late anyway, right? So what ends up happening when you always pay for box is you start to become lazy naturally. And that's not a good thing. That's why I'm not a fan of it. I know a lot of guys do it, especially rich guys. From a time perspective, that's how they cope. Oh, well, you're going to pay for it no matter what. Well, this is a waste of time. I get it. Whatever. But I just need you to go in with your head right, knowing that when you pay for box, you're hurting yourself long term. Okay? You're really hurting yourself long term. And you're blunting the skill sets that will help you find a real girl in the future. Okay? So, anyway. But that's where we are, guys. A lot of men are opting to stay single versus dealing with these women. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. Because realistically speaking, you're spending significantly more time, money, effort, and resources to attract women that are half as good. You're paying double the price for a more used asset, bro. It's literally like, what? I'm going to go to the Mercedes dealership and spend $250,000 for a G-Wagon? But the G-Wagon has been wagging and that shit's at 100,000 miles? Nah, bro. Out of here. Hell no. But that's what's going on. These dumb getting BBLs, thinking that brings the mileage back. No, it doesn't.
Welcome, punch.
No, it doesn't.
Stupid.
But they try to tell you, oh, new body, new me. Out of here. But that's where we are, chat. That is the new sexual marketplace. That is modern women for you. That's what it is.